Good morning, everybody. This is Tom Berry, the Texas apartment buyer, with your second video in a series I'm doing called Tom's Terrific Tips. These tips are my best secret for success tips, and today we're going to be talking about teaching yourself what you want out of life. And I thought today I would do this one on the residual effect. This is Melissa and I's own little yacht that we picked up a couple of months ago. And I'll show you why I chose this in just a minute. But for now, come on aboard. Well, welcome aboard, everybody. I know the topic for today is a little bit odd. Teaching yourself what you want out of life, that seems like a very weird topic to most people. But I'd submit to you, most people really don't know what they want out of life. Most people have an idea of things that they would love to do or they would love to have someday. But that is very different from knowing exactly what you want out of life. So let's talk about the differences there. I think most people have dreams. Most people, if you say, what would you love to have someday? They could tell you things that they dream about. But there are some very different aspects between dreams and goals. And goals is what I want to talk about today. Some of the differences between dreams and goals is, first of all, a plan. That is the biggest difference between a dream and a goal. Because let's face it, a goal without a plan is no more than a pipe dream. Another one of the differences is goals are written down. Goals are something that you have actually taken the time to think about and decide and put on paper that you want this out of life. One of the other differences is that a goal is something that you visualize, or should visualize continually. And that's why I picked our boat here today to do this topic. One final difference is that goals are something that you believe you will actually achieve. Who really believes that they're going to achieve things that they dream about? Very few, I would say. So let's talk about, we'll break those four down. Let's talk about the one that I think is most important, and that is visualization. When Melissa and I started in real estate 5 years ago, as most of you know our story, we started with nothing. Actually, I think it would be safe to say we started with less than nothing. But one of the things that we did have was we had a plan. We sat down and we drew up a plan of what our life was going to look like in the next 5 years. And one component to that plan was something that I put in there, and that was that I was going to own a 40-foot plus Carver motor yacht. Now, seems kind of odd when you can barely afford your groceries and your rent to be putting down on a piece of paper that you want a motor yacht. But that's exactly what I did. And I never let go of that dream. I never let go of that goal. In fact, I want to share some of the ideas with you that helped us to achieve not only this goal, but many of our other goals as well. If you look me up on LinkedIn on the internet, this is actually my profile picture. Now, I know it's hard to see on camera, so I'll tell you what the picture is. My profile picture on LinkedIn is a picture of me sitting at the helm of a Carver motor yacht. The funny thing about that picture is that's not mine. Although it looks very similar to the one I'm sitting on right now, that picture was taken 3 years ago when we couldn't even imagine actually being able to buy a Carver motor yacht. But you know what? I put that as my profile picture, and I convinced myself daily that someday I was going to actually be at the helm of my own motor yacht. Does that make sense to y'all? Now, something else that we did is we put a vision board together. A vision board is just something that you put up to put pictures of your goals. And I have saved all the pictures from my goals that we put up 5 years ago. And I'm going to pick one of them out here to share with you. And guess what that is? That is a picture of a Carver motor yacht. So even 5 years ago, when we didn't have anything to start with, we didn't have any resources or money or income or real estate at all, I already knew what I wanted. Of course, I'm only picking out one of those things to talk with you today about. But visualization and teaching yourself that you will have what you want out of life is one of the keys to success. If you fail to do that, you'll be just like everybody else, with a lot of dreams, but no goals and no plan to achieve them. Hope that tip was helpful for you today. Our next tip, we're going to talk about business systems in my next video. You'll be getting that in a day or so. And we're going to talk about how to build a business system that you can run through your business quickly and get from the very bottom, which is just you, to the top, which is having a business with other people running the business so that you have the freedom to enjoy those things that you've achieved in life. Hope that one will be helpful to you as well. I'm also going to be doing a video interview where Gordon Appleby, the president of the Wealth Club of Houston, is going to be doing a interview of me, and you have the opportunity to submit questions for that. If you just click on the Ask Me button down below on your screen, you could submit your questions for the interview, and Gordon and I will be doing a very lengthy interview with all your questions. All right? We're going to be building up to one more freebie, and I don't want to give away the surprise yet, but I will let you know that there's going to be an opportunity for those of you that are local to Houston, Texas, or can get to Houston, Texas. On February 12th, we're going to be doing a free meeting in Houston. It'll be over an hour long of me talking about all these tips and getting into more detail for you. All right? And then clear your calendar for February 16th and 17th. We've got a huge weekend coming up called Entrepreneurial Weekend. I'll get you more details to that on the next video. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow.